Charles Nelson Reilly, and this is the only program I can be on because, you see, God, a secret. Oh.
From Hollywood, the show that reveals all, I've Got a Secret. And now let's meet the star of I've Got a Secret, Steve Allen.
Thank you. Hi, gang. Good evening. Welcome once again to the new I've Got a Secret. Tonight's panelists are really something. Comedy star Pat Carroll, one of our favorites, and the multi-talented television host, Gene Rayburn, as you know him. The very popular actress, comedian, Broadway star Nanette Fabre, and our funny and frequently faithful anchorman, comedian Richard Dawson. There's a panel for you. And since the panel is going to all the trouble to show up and all that kind of stuff, the least we can do is bring out a contestant for them. Here comes one. I have every confidence. Can you tell the panel your name?
I'm Hubert Keel.
Hubert Keel. How old are you, Hubert?
I'm 21.
Young man. I understand you're a college student.
Right.
Panel, our young guest here, young Hubert, helped build a calliope. And his secret concerns something very unusual about the instrument. Hubert, if you'll whisper that secret to me, we'll let the audience know what I'm talking about. Okay. All right, panel, if I ask you not to peek for a minute, you wouldn't peek, would you?
We wouldn't do that.
Of course not.
Okay.
Well, then put your heads down, because I don't trust you. Put your heads down. And we'll let you hear the calliope as we open the Great Wall, which will make it possible for our viewers around the country to see the instrument. And then, because we do not trust you, panel, because we do not trust you, Johnny Olson has rolled in a large screen here. Thank you very much, John. You're not trusted, panel. You can look up now, because it won't do you any good. You can't say anything through the screen
ready
here.
or not.
Okay. Ready or not. Okay, this is what the calliope sounds like. Would you hold that for a moment?
Sure. That's a calliope.
That's it. That's it.
And so forth. Remember that the secret is something unusual. I'm all right. About Hubert's calliope. Every time I meet a Hubert from Minnesota, I go to pieces like that. We'll start the questioning with Gene Rayburn.
Yes, sir. Hubert, this calliope is the unusual aspect about the way it's motivated?
No.
No.
What does motivated mean in this case?
It's what comes from within you.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay.
Now, calliopes normally run on steam. Does this one run on steam, and is that part of the secret?
No, it isn't.
No, the motive power is kind of electricity.
It has nothing to do with it. Yeah. Is the unusual aspect of your secret the material a calliope is made from? Which?
Yes, it is.
It is.
Right.
So we got to go for that.
Got off to a good start there, Gene. Nanette?
Hubert, are you related in any way to Howard Keel?
Howard Keel.
He's a great movie actor.
No, I'm not.
You hesitated there for a minute, so I obviously guessed that you aren't. This has nothing to do with your calliope, I assume. My questions.
No.
Whee! Can I see through your calliope? Is it like made of glass or something like that?
No, it isn't. No.
Does it have a liquid inside of it?
No.
You like blow it through bubbles like Lawrence Welk with his champagne?
No.
Do you blow it with any physical part of your body, like your mouth or your nose, or like
No, we don't.
did once with
The playing part of it is quite normal. There's a keyboard and all that sort of thing. Richard?
The picnic's off. Your calliope, Hubert, is it constructed from material that normally calliope is, different from?
It isn't normal construction, no.
I object. Oh.
Another outburst like that and I'll clear my throat.
Right. I mean, would it be constructed of pipes rather than musical pipes, bathroom pipes?
No, it isn't.
Have you ever thought of that? That's a good idea. Is it in any way something from the household?
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. Then I know what it is.
what?
Elbow macaroni. high rise?
No.
Well, there's another good idea.
As a matter of fact, he owns all this neighborhood, you know. Elbows Macaroni. He's a personal friend of mine, so watch your step. Pat Carroll.
Well, now we're kind of on the right track. So if it's something that you could use in a household, is it shiny?
It could be, yeah.
Would it be like tin foil?
No.
Would it be something that, say, I would use in cooking?
I don't think so, no.
Not in cooking.
Well, you don't know the way I cook.
You know.
Any other material, like pots and pans, tin?
It's not pots and pans, though.
You're in the right direction.
Frying pans.
Skillets. If you had all day, you could probably get it, because Hubert's secret... Hubert's secret was that his calliope is made out of tin cans. Thank you very much, Johnny. We'll let the panel see now. And there it is.
Oh, that is marvelous.
As I said, it's a real practical thing. It plays just as any one of them might. How many tin cans are in there, Hubert?
We've got about 1,600 tin cans in there.
Wow. And I understand that you and your friends built this as a college physics project. Is that right? How long did that take?
About 750 hours.
And 1,900 gallons.
Approximately that.
And anyway, the cans are empty for the most part, except for these four right here, panel. We thought you might be a little thirsty at this point, so as we pause here for a commercial word around the country, we'll give you these. And I must say that playing that instrument was not the first time I've listened to trash in the last few years, but it was certainly fun. We will be right back. Thank you, Hubert. Thank you, panel.
I've Got a Secret will continue in just 1 minute.
Steve's got a lady in the balcony.
You're probably wondering what I'm doing here in the audience. It's very simple. I was just thrown off the show. But all seriousness aside, I'm out here to meet our next contestants, by whom I'm probably surrounded. And all the gentlemen in the audience sharing this next secret will please stand up now, if you would, gentlemen. Just right on your feet. My goodness.
Oh, wow. That's all the men.
Yes. Panel, the secret concerns every single one of these gentlemen. So whenever you ask a question, you're liable to get an answer from all of them. It's sort of like a Greek chorus. Now, I need someone here. I'm going to stand up so perhaps I can be seen in the crowd.
These are the fellas that drank the stuff out of to make that calliope, right?
I'm going to let you meet one of these gentlemen, and he's going to be the one who will whisper the secret. What is your name, sir, before we get into the thing?
James Smith.
Mr. Smith, nice to have you with us. Now, would you whisper the secret to me that all of you have in common? We'll let the audience at home know what it is. Okay. Remarkable, and we'll start the questioning with Nanette.
Well, Mr. Smith, is this something that you did personally?
Yes.
Well, more strictly, it's not something he did, no.
Oh, well, does it have anything to do with something with doing something, the secret?
No.
Now, don't get hostile now. Just ask your question. Be civil.
Does it have anything to do with what your mothers and fathers did?
Yes.
You're all named Smith.
But there's more.
Oh.
They're also named Jones.
1 minute.
No, I'm kidding.
They are all named Smith.
They are all named Smith indeed.
And they didn't know it till this very minute. I notice all the kids are standing up, too, so that means that their children are named Smith also. That's pretty hard to do, you know.
So far, you have established everyone standing up is named
It's
Smith.
Smith.
Mm-hmm.
So the secret is something that they did?
No, there's just...
Something that they're going to do?
No. But you almost were at the finish line there. Richard, can you get us over?
Gentlemen, were you all refused admittance to a motel in the valley? If so, a good name that I use is Pellegrini. Would it be that you also, apart from all being Smith, are you also all named John? No. Lie a little. Don't make me look bad. No. Are you all... Now, you're not related in any way. It has to do with your name?
Yes.
Is it spelled with a Y? No. Just a second. Mr. Allen.
I was just trying to help you, Dickie. Do you remember what the name of this first gentleman was?
Smith.
What was your full name, sir?
James F. Smith.
Right. James Smith was his name.
Well, that's a likely story. Press the buzzer and move on. Case dismissed.
Thank you, Richard.
I feel like I'm looking at the Norman Luboff Choir. Are you all named James F. Smith?
No.
All together again? No. Oh, what a marvelous group they are.
You actually, if I may help you again, Pam, you went right past the secret.
Right past it?
Yes.
They all shared the same room in a motel.
No. That's not the time I meant, no.
Daddy, well, you went back to ask the name. Is it the sharing of the first name? We know it's the last name. Is it the first name?
Yes. And therefore the secret is...
That the first and the last name is James Smith.
We arranged for this gathering of Smiths simply by looking them up in the phone book, and I just noticed this lady here. Could you stand for just a moment? You are expecting, are you?
Yes. Yes.
I see. I don't know what she's expecting.
His name is going to be Jones.
And you are Mrs. Smith, are you?
Right.
I see. If the little fellow is if he's a boy, can everyone else sit down? They tell me they can't see Mrs. Smith at the moment. Thank you. Seriously, what do you expect to name him?
James.
Another James Smith. I rest my case. Thank you very much. We'll be right back.
We'll be back with our guest star, Charles Nelson Reilly, right after these messages.
Now tonight's guest star, actor, comedian, funny fellow, Charlie Nelson Reilly. Here he is. Charles wants to make an announcement.
My name really is James Nelson Smith. You see, I was the James Smith that always dressed strangely in the neighborhood. I mean, you don't see this outfit every day.
That's true, and we don't have our panelists seeing it or hearing about it at the moment.
Thank goodness, because they're very strange, too.
Oh, yes. That's why we have them off in a soundproof room at this very moment. It's called...
Does that look all right?
It's you. It is definitely you. However, would you tell the audience why you are thusly attired?
Okay, because it's part of my secret.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I am learning to paint by numbers.
Good. Could we
keep it quiet?
I'm sorry. Oh, yes. They can't hear you. They're off stage. Let's step into your studio here for just a moment.
It's a lovely studio, by the way.
I've heard it is, yes. Looks like very interesting work indeed. Charles, would you introduce us to your two friends?
I'd like to introduce. This gentleman is my beloved teacher, and we have worked so very hard late into the night. This gentleman is Mr. Art Trugman.
How do you do?
He is teaching me how to paint by numbers, and of course he is NBC's expert in the school of expression.
Yes, he does the sort of thing I laugh in, I've been told. Yeah. And the young lady is?
Oh, my canvas. Do you know how expensive it is to take this canvas out? I mean, this is no easy date.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's lovely model, Miss Janice Pennington from The New Price is Right.
Thank you. Well, now that we've let the necessary cats out of the bag here, we are going to bring the panel out. Incidentally, we don't want to tip off the panel that there are other people on the stage with Charles, so his teacher is just going to instruct him with hand signals, and the panel now is being led out of the soundproof room. Charles, outside of your wardrobes, or anything you'd like to plug? You're opening in Montana next week?
No, everything is all right. I'm just worried if the hat looks all right.
Oh, yes.
As long as it does. Okay. No, no plugs. I'm just a simple person.
That's right.
As, you know.
Certainly.
Notice how much noise they make when they come back.
Yes, roistering and carousing around there behind the curtain. But I think now they're just about set, so we're going to lift the curtain on them and roll them forward and let them have it. Okay, now they're ready. Panel, I think you can already hear me. Yes, they're blindfolded. Our guest, Charles Nelson Reilly, is here on stage, as you probably assume. And his secret concerns something that he's doing, and we'll start the questioning with Pat Carroll. Go right ahead, Charles, and do it.
Charles, what you're doing right now, is it something serious?
Well, of course it's serious. I mean, this is a very serious thing.
And you may do it, as you tell us.
Yes, it's very serious.
Does it have to do
You
with...
may actually do the thing.
do it?
Oh, yes. It'll get pretty quiet out here if you don't, as a matter of fact.
Are you doing it now, Charles?
I certainly am.
Is it something physically serious you're doing?
Yes, it's very physically serious. In fact, it's getting more serious with every movement.
Are you dancing?
What is it, dear?
Are you dancing?
I'm very involved in my work. Am I dancing?
Yes.
No, but I could later on. No, not
That's
at all.
an invitation I accept. Are you doing yoga exercises?
No, but if that's your bag, good luck to you.
All right, Pat, you alone may take off your blindfold and watch what's happening here. Gene Rayburn?
Charles, is this something I could do?
I'm very, very concentrated. What is it, Gene?
Is this something I could do, Charles?
If you're that lucky.
I take it this is something I'd enjoy doing.
You probably would, Gene.
You like sunshine?
Would it benefit me in any way physically? Would it contribute to my physical well-being?
I certainly hope so.
To your knowledge, Charles, and you've known me a number of years, have I ever done this?
No, but you better get with it.
All right, Gene, you may remove your blindfolds. And now, Nanette.
Are you doing this by yourself?
No.
No, I'm not doing it by myself. Thank goodness.
Down, Gene, down.
Is somebody helping you do your thing?
Yes, he is being helped.
He's being helped. Are you helping him?
No, I'd like to, but I'm not.
Is there a girl out there helping him do his thing?
There is a girl here, although she's not specifically helping him.
Would I enjoy doing it with you, Charles?
With me, you would enjoy doing it. I would offer a wider scope.
Are you fully clothed?
What?
Are you fully clothed?
She's a very strange woman. Of course I'm fully clothed.
Yes, he's fully
In fact,
clothed.
I'm overclothed.
You may take off your mask now. Richard
Oh,
Dawson.
your hair!
I'm sorry, Richard, your time is up.
I'll make a deal, Nanette. You lay them and I'll sell them. How about Charles, pardonnez-moi, as they say in the French novels. Is this anything to do with keeping fit, what you're doing?
It helps one particular hand a lot. No, not really. Would you say, Dr. Allen?
No, I wouldn't say that.
No.
Is this a form of sport?
Not really.
Then is it something after a hard day on the athletic field that one might like a massage?
It could be lovely.
Not the kind of thing you have in mind, no. Well, panel, this was a rather difficult one.
I'm
You
not
may all,
coming out.
Take a gander over here now. Charles' secret is that, as you can now see, he has been taking a lesson in body painting. His instructor is this gentleman, veteran decorator of young ladies on the Laugh-In show, artist Art Trugman. Well, it doesn't matter. And his lovely model here is Miss Janice Pennington, who is one of the nicest paint ladies you'll meet. Incidentally, Art, is there anything special about this paint that you've been giving to Charles?
Yes, it's an untoxic paint. And it does not sink into the skin.
She has
Good.
a hole in her glass there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that for those, see, you people aren't serious at all. I have been painting a still life, but she gets a little active later.
Well, now you've been seeing Charles expressing himself on the front of the canvas, so to speak, here. Now you're going to see the handiwork of his professional teacher, which is on, shall we say, the flip side. Would you turn around, young lady? And there's a professional job, and we will be right back.
I've Got a Secret returns after these words.
Just time to meet one more contestant. Here he comes.
Just a brief ticket.
Make yourself comfortable there, young fellow, and tell us your name, if you would.
James Love.
James Love. And how old are you, Jim?
20.
Panel, as you might assume, James' secret concerns this telephone he's brought out here. If you'll whisper the secret to me, we'll let the audience at home know what it is.
Oh.
Okay. Again, panel, the secret concerns the telephone, as I've told you, and we'll start the questioning with Richard Dawson.
Yes, James, you're not going to charge us anything at all for being here?
No.
Then I can say you are in favor of free love. May I say that?
Yes.
The Smiths obviously have turned hostile, so I shall move along. Are you a mixed-up, obscene telephone caller? And are you calling yourself? The telephone, is it something to do with your secret that, the way that George Jessel used the telephone to call his mother?
No.
Well, why don't you call your mother?
Thank you, Richard. Pat Carroll.
Does the telephone, Jim, have to do with the work that you do?
Not at all.
Not at all. Well, then why'd you bring the telephone?
Because he's out of work. Go ahead.
Is it something that you are going to do with the telephone?
Yes.
Is it
It's a...
So we've established you don't make a living with this telephone.
No.
This thing you're going to do, have you ever done it before?
Yes.
You have. And are we going to participate in it in some way?
You could, but that's not part of the secret.
You're not a switchboard operator.
No. Thank you, Gene. Nana, it's up to you.
Can I take a quick guess? Are you one of the kids that phones free all over the world?
No.
Yeah?
I noticed it's a punch phone. Is that the kind of a phone that you can play musical numbers on?
Yes. This is becoming such a hobby now that Price, Stern, and Sloan have a book out called How to Play Your Telephone or something like that. Jim, how did you happen to get started with this?
Well, I used the knowledge I had in playing the piano one day just to sit down and figure out how to play a song. And I'd call my friend, and I got a music.
Can you play ba 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 ba?
Somebody told, once you start playing there, somebody told me you can play our theme song. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Can we hear a couple of bars of that?
Sure.
Someday, panel, we'll see this young man performing in phone booths all over the world. I'll be very proud of him. Thank you, Jim Love. Thank you, panel. Thank you, folks. We'll see you all later.
GSN presents Catminster.
In the beginning, God created the cat. They are like ballet dancers.
The world's finest felines come from around the globe.
It attracts the best of all the pedigreed breeds.
To compete for the title of Best in Show.
You can only hope and dream that your cat will be selected #1.
Catminster, a GSN special event Tuesday at 8 p.m. 7 Central. Only on GSN.